Right. So I was talking about Euro GBP, right? So you can see, right? Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, although you're breaking up.
I hope electricity is not going to go also on my side. Right.
Hopefully not you.
So I was talking about Euro GBP, right? So you see, this is a monthly chart. Market has been
Dragging up.
upside. Market has been pushing to the upside.
Can't hear you properly.
What's going on? I think we're going to get the cut. What time is it?
What is happening with these internet now, please?
Yeah, much better.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, can you?
Right. I was talking about
This one, Paul.
markets uptrends
Okay.
since 2015, right?
Yes.
Now, prior to that uptrend, let me just zoom out. Let me zoom out. Right. Right. Since 2015 all the way to 2017, market has been bullish.
Bullish.
But eventually it reached these levels here, right? Where as a trader, you'd have expected some resistance. You'd have expected sellers to come back into the market. Now, what do you do then? You wait for the month to close, right? Remember, this is market mapping. You're mapping out what you need to do. You're mapping out, right? Once this month closes, then you take note of the level, right? That order block, right? You take note of that level, but when it closes, it's not yet an order block. It's not yet a bearish order block. Only when this month closes, right? That's when you highlight it. You're like, okay, I've testing price action here, right? You highlight it. For everything that comes after, you highlight that candle. The high and the closing price, you highlight it. Now, if you go to a weekly time frame now, right? Prior to that month closing, look what happened. The month has got 4 weeks. So when this month closed, the first week was bearish, second week was bearish. But what's the important second week? Paula, what's the importance of that second?
Of the?
It's an entry point.
I can't hear you properly.
Oh, sorry, man. Sorry.
Okay.
So this order block was confirmed by this next month, which closed below.
Below, yes.
Weekly time frame, right? Weekly time frame. This was the close of the month. I think it's September, it's July or August. Then September, market pushed to the downside, right? Second week pushed to the downside. But what's important in regards to the second week of August of this drop here. What's the importance of this second week? What's the
I think that it closed below the, what is that, a demand or supply candle?
Terence, what do you think?
That will be my entry point.
Yeah, but what is the importance of the close of this week? Yes, it's your it's your entry point, but
it closes below the previous week.
Who else is here? Eddie? What's significant?
It have a longer week on top above, meaning it shows that the March pushing down, the bears were much in control, and also stop and on because of this long week it was retesting the first week. And
Okay, Boss Taku, I'm gonna excuse you on this one because you haven't. So I'm gonna excuse you on this one. I'm not gonna ask you. Remember, guys, we said this is our order block, right? Which was confirmed during this. So now, when you go to a lower time frame, let me go to a weekly time frame, right? Now, this is the first week of that big bearish, the one that's closing down here. Now, the second week closes below the bearish. You see here and here. It closes below. Now, you can see the rectangle, the gray rectangle shape that I've drawn, right? You can see that shape. Now, this is where you have to, this is where you have to draw it to a specific zone now. The closing price to the high of the order block. Then you expand it to the a clear definition of the zone that you're going to be looking for short trades. Remember? Now that's a bearish order block that has been confirmed. So when the price comes into the gray area, that's where you're going to be looking for short trades. Yes, it closed below, but it wouldn't have been an entry, Terence, because you wouldn't have been sure that market is going to keep going to the
downside after the closing of the candle.
Only time you'd have expected, which you'd have been wrong, for the market to go to the upside is here, on this level here.
Is it?
You see that bearish candle in between, the one that I've highlighted. During current market price action, that would have been a level to look for long position, but it got breached. You see, that's why you have to wait for the close of the time frame that you are analyzing on. If you are analyzing this time frame, then you see this week closing down here, you can't go long because already this has been violated. Right. But can you see what market did when it came back? It respected the downside here. Now, let's go back to the level that we are talking about. We are talking about this bearish order block. Now, it's pushed and closed below. Now you would have recognized, okay, I've got a bearish order block. When market comes back, I'll be looking for long trades, for short trades, sorry, right? Let me go back to monthly chart. Right. So, monthly chart. Now this month here, I don't know what month is this. This is January. You see January 2018? It came to within 10 pips of your zone. 10 pips is nothing. That's the risk you have to take. Is it? it would have offered good opportunities to go to the downside for the month of February and March and May. You see, it dropped from that level, 433 pips. Then it came back again during the month of January 2019. You see, January 2019, that zone here was tested again here. And then price dropped all the way, 600 pips. Then it came back again. But this time, you see, there was a breach. Market breached, closed below. So this would have been your entry. You see here. Let me highlight it here. This would have been the entry to the downside. Because remember, you're anticipating short trades at this zone. You're anticipating market to push to break above, probably trapping buyers. Buyers were trapped.
Can't hear you. Good.
Remember, people do not have patience. Those that trade small time frames, like 15, 1 hour, most of them were trapped here, right? Because they would have been long. From a higher time frame perspective, when the market comes back to this zone, like, okay, I'm going to wait for this month to close, right? And I see how it closes. When you see that it pushed above and closed below, that means that was a stop hunt. Liquidity engineering, short liquidity was engineered with an anticipation to go to the
downside.
And if you look at this candle the following month, it had a retracement probably of 50% into this candle, right? Of course, when you short, you're getting a short trade. That means your short trade is starting here. Obviously, stop loss is off here, right? Which is on a monthly time frame. You'd have been in a position to hold it for that month. It closes down. Then you move the stop loss to this high. The following month, it pushes down. You move stop loss to here. Following month, it pushes down. You move your stop loss here. Can you see how these levels are not being breached? The wicks of every bearish candle, they are not being breached. See? So you'd have been following price in a short. Identify the order block. First, be in a position to know what direction is the market going. You see, like now, it's bearish. It's diminishing. There's no more momentum here on Euro GBP. The candles are now small as compared to this. The first 2-3 candles. So momentum is dying down. Reason being here. You see? So now the close of February on Euro GBP is crucial to the whole downside movement. If February closes up, then you see further strong bullish push to here before another drop. But now with the way Euro is under pressure, it can keep going to the downside. So take note of the close of February GBP. This is for practice sake, guys. I'm not saying you must trade. This is for practicing. You must practice.
Where did you go? I can't hear you. Hello?
Yes, I can
hear
hear
you. I can hear you now.
I was saying the close of February is going to be crucial
to Euro GBP.
to Euro GBP's bearish momentum. As you can see, we are now in a higher time frame monthly demand. This chart, I shared this chart in the group. So we're now in a higher time frame, which is monthly demand zone. If it closes below, or below the close of this, then you can another further push.
Okay.
But if that doesn't happen now, there's the orange zone here that I highlighted. Remember, market pushes to the downside, it creates new levels of supply. We can see a strong correction to the upside before another.
I accept the corner. It is like the variation which are still going there's no 900, so it's a very
You've gone quiet again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, there's someone with a TV that's really loud.
It's not me.
It's the old man. Okay.
Yeah, it's not on my side as well.
But I'm sure you've understood what I was trying to say, right?
Yes.
Regarding the order blocks.
Order blocks.
Yeah. Remember, you anticipate a bearish order block on a new level of demand, on a new level of supply. You anticipate a bullish order block on a new level of demand. You see, like, you see this candle here, this one. That was the last bearish candle in this short bearish move. You see, that was the last bearish candle. So it was confirmed as a bullish order block when this candle closed, right? Now, see what market did when it came back to that same level.
It went up.
So you'd have highlighted to say, okay, I'm going to be looking for long positions. Came back, it did offer good opportunities to the upside. Yeah, of course, you're not going to catch all those 638 pips. if you really know what you're doing, so you'll be trailing the stop loss. But candle here, this candle on its own would have exit any long position that would have been holding. See this funny candle here. Many people would have exited their long positions. They're thinking that market is going to the downside. Then boom, month pushes up. So you wouldn't have catched all the 6. So now the reason why when it came back now to this level, the reason why not long, or the reason you wouldn't have gone long, is because of this candle here. Okay, let me remove the arrows. There's too much. You see that candle? It closed below. You see, it breached the order block. It breached the demand. And engulfed. That means market is going downside. So you would have been looking for short trades when market came back into the level. Okay, let me go to a short time frame so that you can see exactly what I'm saying. Let me go to daily. Okay. Right. This monthly candle, the monthly time frame. This candle here, the one that breached this block. You see that candle? Let me use the price. Okay, let me clear the charts. So now, when price came back, you highlighted now to say, okay, our demand has been breached. So that level is no longer, but it's now valid as a supply zone.
Hello?
Properly here. You see, supply zone. Remember, it's a new level now. Let me put it. Let me put a different color. You see? So now you'd have known that, okay, this is the supply zone that you have been looking. So now when market comes back to the level, it's a so now let me go to a short time frame. Then you can click. Because this is a monthly. So you'd have been anticipating to trade short trades when market comes back here. Remember, you're in a higher time frame, bearish. Daily time frame. So this is a daily time frame. Can you see how market respected? You see this shaded area that engulfed the previous demand. You see how market respected with price, but the rough guide you can see how it respected this zone to the upside of that candle, and then it offered chances to go to the downside. So you can refine this price action per time frame to clearly see exactly the levels that you are talking about, levels that you'd have been monitoring. You'd have refined those levels. Like now on this price action here, short uptrend. Remember, you're looking at Euro GBP. Your order flow is bearish, right? Order flow is bearish. Now you take note. Okay, this is the last bullish candle in a short bullish momentum. You are still expecting market to push it to the downside. Then you see this push, right, which confirms this candle is a order block. When market comes back to this candle, look, this is where you'll be anticipating to short. This is where you anticipate to short the market. So when this candle, the green candle here, this one, when this candle tests the order block, you wait for the following candle's close. You go short. You're shorting the market. Easy. That's an easy setup that you should be in a position to see. The bearish candle, this one here, you wouldn't have shorted on that candle, right? Because if you had shorted, you'd have put your stop loss up here. So it's always good to wait for the candle that comes after the order block for you to make a decision. You see? Make a decision after. Don't rush. If you're looking on this daily, wait for this daily close. You see, when that day closes, right? When you open your short trade, you open your short trade here, right? Where's your stop loss? 5-10 pips here. Market never entry. You'd have had a second entry here, right? Here is a second entry. You load more short to the downside. Very easy. Straight point. But now for my friend like Paula, who doesn't have the time, very difficult for you to catch this type of moves. Unless if you make it a habit that every Friday you have to look at the chart, how the weekly close and everything, then you set your orders Friday before the market close, because you can't set orders when market is closed. You set your pending orders. You send me a message, oh, Ivan, what do you think if I put a buy order here? If I put a sell limit, if I put a that's going to be much better for you. Because for you to say, when you're at work, then it's
Yeah.
Right. Any questions, guys? I think for now I've focused more on bearish order blocks. The next session I'll be focusing on bearish order blocks so that you guys can understand exactly what we are talking about. Questions? Terence?
Yeah, I have one question here.
Yeah.
Which time frame is the best to identify the order blocks?
On a weekly,
which is much clear.
On a weekly time frame. You see, if you go to a weekly, on a weekly time frame, that's where it's much better for you to highlight your order blocks. It's going to give you the opportunity to trade on H4 or even on H1 on a weekly time frame. Because on a monthly time frame, it means you are going to be trading probably on a daily or a weekly chart. But if you identify on a weekly, if you highlight your levels on a weekly, it means you're going to get opportunities on lower time frames, such as 1 hour or 4 hours, even 30 minutes. Because, a monthly order block is going to be limited. You see, you're going to have to be very patient for setup. Time frame.
Okay.
You can get setups daily on H4, or if you're on a MT5, there's H6. I'm sure that I've got H6, I've got H8, I've got H12. Is it? That's MT5.
Okay.
I think that's much about it, guys. I have to go now.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys.
So when is going to be our next session again? Because I think this thing, if it happens regularly, then it also helps us to catch up something else.
Yeah, I would let you know in the group. Probably gonna have one on Tuesday, but now every Friday we have a session, guys, at 8:30.
Okay.
Every Friday.
All right.
Yeah, but Tuesday also we should have like at 8:30 or 9 o'clock in the we have a session.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask about that software which is shading the high highs and then the high lows. Is it the one you are putting yourself, or it's just a software which put itself?
Which one?
The one which was on your chart. Which one?
The gray one.
Yes.
Nah, these gray shades, these ones.
Yes, yeah.
I put this myself, boss. But I've got one there's one that I normally use. But I'll send it to you guys.
The one which shed itself.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I need it also.
All right. Okay, guys. We talk on Telegram. Our time is up now.
Okay, thank you very much, boss.
All right.
Thank
you, guys. Okay, bye-bye.
Enjoy your weekend.
Same to you guys.
Bye.
Bye.